I also have a question mark at that, like, that's sussy, but whatever. Hello, book bestie, and welcome back to my channel. If I'm a new face to you, my name is Lauren, aka Lauren Page Reads on Instagram and TikTok. And today I am excited to share with you some of my most anticipated releases of spring 2025. So I decided not to do the entire year. I decided just to look at this first half of the year, and honestly, none of them go past April for me. I don't know if I'm just not like looking at the whole big picture. I don't know, or if I'm just looking at like, I cannot wait to get my hands on these books specifically. But that is the time frame for these new release books coming in 2025. This video has been a while in the making, and while I'm not on a very hard book buying ban, I'm being conscious about the books that I am purchasing and how frequently I am buying books. So these are all books that I cannot wait to get my hands on and actually buy and give myself grace for buying, if that makes sense. Also, for some reason, I'm like the only book content creator in the game that does not stay up to date on book news. Like, it's so hard for me to stay up to date. Like, I want to know where everybody's getting their information. Are we just constantly scrolling Instagram or something? I don't know. But if you're like me and apparently you live under a rock, these are a couple books that are coming out early this year that you should definitely read. So go ahead, get cozy, get comfy, get a nice little beverage. I have the soda from my hometown. If you did not watch my most recent vlog, this will not make sense to you. I have a little blanket with me, and let's chit chat about the books that I want to read coming out in 2025 and see if you want to read any of them too. Also, let me make a quick note. None of these are in any particular order, not by like I've gotten my hands on them, most to least, anything like that, date, nothing. I just randomly compiled these, I'll be honest. In no particular order, let's get started with Beg, Borrow, or Steal by Sarah Adams. Now, this is going to be the third book in the When in Rome series. I've read both of them, but I read the second book first, Practice Makes Perfect, and then the first book second, When in Rome. Very cute, and this story follows one of the other sisters in that family. So we will have 3 of the siblings down. Hopefully we will get a 4th book. But in Beg, Borrow, or Steal, Emily and Jack are 2 feuding 2nd grade teachers, and they are forced to team up when Emily accidentally sends the manuscript for the romance book that she is secretly writing to her principal. And the tension between the enemies and lovers is apparently very palpable. The rivalry, as we can all guess, turns into unexpected chemistry, and Emily's hidden romance writer persona is on the line. I truly cannot wait to see how this enemies to lovers romance unfolds, and this book was released on January 7th of 2025, so you can go ahead and get it. Also, a quick note, I have also made a list of these books on my Amazon storefront. You are welcome to go check that out. That link will be in the description of this video with the title, Get the Books mentioned. And if you would like to help me out a little bit, since I am a small content creator, go ahead and click on that link. I'll also have links to Barnes & Noble as well if you do not want to support Big Bag Corporation. Thank you guys. The next book that I really want to read in 2025 is Say You'll Remember Me by Abby Jimenez. Now, I've only read one other Abby Jimenez book, and that was Just for the Summer. I read that last spring break, and it broke me. It healed me. Magnificent. I have not read any of her other books because how can you follow that? Like, how can you follow that? I've also just been nervous because like her books are extremely vulnerable, but I cannot wait for this one because, just listen, hold on. Xavier Rush, our MMC, is apparently the perfect mix of being a gorgeous vet and a kitten lover, who also happens to have a big mouth that ruins any chance he could get. But a single date could change everything for him. Samantha asks Xavier after this date to forget her because she has family situations that are really complicated, but there is no amount of time that could erase their undeniable connection. This is apparently a heartwarming and emotional romance, and I think I'm ready to be hurt by it. And luckily, I will be able to be hurt by it on April 1st, 2025. This next one is a little bit of a different vibe than the last two, okay? We're not going rom-com. No. This one is Our Infinite Fates by Laura Stephen. And from what I can tell, this one is kind of like The Invisible Life of Addie LaRue. And I read that one years ago, loved it. So I can only guess that I will love this one as well. In Our Infinite Fates, Evelyn has been loved and murdered by Arden in every single one of her past lives by the time she is 18, I think. But I also have a question mark at that, like, that's sussy, but whatever. But now, in this life, her sister's life is at stake. And Evelyn is going to have to break the curse that binds her and Arden together before Arden can kill her sister. This is said to be a thrilling reincarnation-fueled romance that is filled with danger, heartache, and, oh, a love that spans centuries. So I really cannot wait to dive into this book this year. And you can also get your hands on it on March 4th, 2024. No, 2025. What am I talking about? My goodness. If you watched my latest vlog, you'll already know which book I'm talking about here. But I was a Pixie Hollow girl. Does that surprise you? Probably not. I probably really do seem like a Pixie Hollow girl, and I am. Do not get me started. I truly wanted a pair of fairy wings, but I digress. But now adult me can fall right back into being a Pixie Hollow girly. Love. Because in Wings of Starlight by Allison Saft, which came out on February 4th of this year, Queen Clarion, before she is queen, is a warm season fairy who must team up with Mallory, aka King Mallory, before he's king, okay? Love this. And he is the stoic guardian of the winter woods. And they have to stop a monstrous threat to Pixie Hollow. But as their bond to each other grows, it defies the very laws of their world. Magic, danger, and star-crossed romance are all components of what makes this a YA fantasy must-read in 2025. And trust me, I am trying to get my hands on it before I go on vacation, okay? Okay, I'll update y'all. I want to call the bookstore like right now. I truly debated that just to be like, has my copy come in yet? Get ready for this next one, okay? Because this next book will make you question everything that you know about true crime podcasts. And as an avid true crime podcast listener, this one, I am excited and it makes me want to like vomit, you know? Not like out of excitement, but out of like, ooh, spook. It's spook. In Tell Me What You Did by Carter Wilson, true crime podcast host Poe Webb's world is turned upside down when one day a man comes to her door claiming to be her mother's killer. But Poe has a chilling secret. She's the one who killed her mother's murderer. So who the heck is this guy? And how does he know her secret? This is apparently a really twisty thriller that will keep you guessing about morality, guilt, and secrets. And I cannot wait to come unraveled with this book. And you can get unraveled by this book too because it was published on January 28th, 2025. You know when you see the cover of a book and you just immediately go, I want to read this book? Like a very similar thing happened to me with Snow Globe. Happened countless times, honestly, but the only one that's coming to my head is Snow Globe. Probably because they both have like cool tones on the covers. Totally different vibes though. But that is what happened when I saw Water Moon by Samantha Soto Yambao. I'm trying my best. I'm so sorry if I mispronounced your name. Because in this book, not only is the cover gorgeous, but Hannah, our main character, inherits a pawn shop where people trade their deepest regrets. Franklin is climbing into a box right now filled with paper and trash. Lovely. But one day, Hannah finds that the pawn shop is ransacked and her father is missing on her first day on the job. Joined by a charming physicist, the duo embarks on a mystical adventure through rain puddles, paper cranes, and a magical night market to uncover secrets and face life-altering choices. This enchanting fantasy was released on January 18th, 2025, and it promises a dreamlike journey that I cannot wait to experience, especially with that mysterious shop and unforgettable premises. To follow up a book that I read last year comes Rebel Witch by Kristen Cicerelli, and it is the second book in the Crimson Moth duology. Rune Winters is on the run after her betrayal, and the only way for her to survive is to team up with the dangerous witch Cressida Roseblood so that Rune can take back the Republic. But when Rune must face the boy that she loves, Gideon, who is determined to destroy her, don't forget, the stakes could not be higher. It's said to be an epic, heart-wrenching conclusion to the Crimson Moth duology, filled with impossible choices and forbidden romance. And I can say I'm ready for the ultimate showdown. This book was published on February 18th, 2025. And the final book that I cannot wait to read in spring 2025, I really had to think there for a second, my gosh, is Sunrise on the Reaping by Suzanne Collins. Book number 5 in the Hunger Games, but technically a prequel. This is Haymitch's story. The 50th Hunger Games takes a terrifying toll as twice as many tributes are chosen for the quarter quell, and Haymitch Abernathy is torn from his loved ones and thrust into the brutal arena. With little to no chance of survival and a team of misfit tributes by his side, Haymitch faces the ultimate challenge, fighting not just for his life, but for a future that will change Panem forever. This book is set to be released on March 18th, 2025, and I've already pre-ordered my copy. If you saw my last vlog, you'll know that I hiked my little booty down in the cold to go pre-order it from a local indie bookstore, and you should do the same. I was a huge fan of the Hunger Games when I was younger. I want to get my hands on those books, like the special edition copies, but you know, we're gonna press pause. And I loved the 4th book. It was so interesting to listen to it. I didn't read it with my eyes. I listened to audiobook because that's how I could do it. But my goodness, I cannot wait to read Haymitch's story. Thank you so much for watching my most anticipated book releases for spring 2025. Let me know if you have any of these books on your TBR for 2025, or if you've just now added them after watching this video. Also, let me know if you think there are any other new book releases that I should add to my radar, because I missed quite a few, obviously. But also, you guys always have the best book recommendations for me. It's like we're book besties or something. If you enjoyed watching this video, consider giving it a like, and don't forget to subscribe and ring the bell so that you never miss out on a video that I post. I post a new bookish video for you to enjoy each and every Friday. Until next time, book bestie, happy reading. Bye.